Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are now listening to the Apocalyptic Aftermath. I'm not back per se. I don't know if I'm back yet. I'm not sure. I tried to stop, but the gang stalking is very active. So, since it's very active, then I'm gonna talk. uh, I wanted to stop talking and mind my own business, but that doesn't seem to be part of the plan. So since I can't mind my business, I'm gonna get into yours. So I'm talking about the Illuminati, of course, the powers that be, the elites, the social elites, like some would say, even though there's nothing elite about them. Uh, those are the people that I'm gonna get into their business. Now you have to understand, like, we're not humanity is not gonna lose faces versus the Illuminati. What's gonna happen is the smart kids are gonna take over the world. They already took over the world. The smart kids already rule the world. All right, like there's not a lot that the Illuminati can do to these kids. The only thing they can do is give them false information, and that's pretty much it. And maybe try to mess with their minds. That's as far as the Illuminati can go within this new future that we're going into, because AI is beginning to become more of a thing. So, there's pretty soon we'll be able to make a whole movie in artificial intelligent imagery, like AI imagery, AI videos, and it's already being done. There's commercials. Half of the commercials that you're watching on TV right now are made with AI. They're not real people. They're not actors. So Hollywood is gonna sink like a stone. It already has, especially because of the COVID virus. They're still making a little bit of money because there's some people that are unfortunately very brainwashed, and they don't want to stop going to the movies. Nobody said that you should stop watching movies, period, but just don't go to the theaters. Stop it. But there's some people that are extremely brainwashed and that just doesn't care about anything, and the only thing they care about is their little movie. Go watch the movie at home. Get yourself Netflix or like a website. There's multiple websites where you can watch movies. Pay the website instead. Don't go see a movie for $12. Pay $10 a month for a membership on the website. You can watch movies, and that'll be it. But don't go watch a movie. Give these guys like 25 cents instead of giving them a whole like $20. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, like, movie theaters are gonna shut down. Not necessarily. This is movie theaters are not gonna shut down. This is a transitional period until we figure out how we're gonna work this AI magic, because people are working the AI magic, but it's moving along very fast. It's moving along fast, but um, we still need time to refine the process. And while that's happening, there's less and less people that are already going to the movies already, and there's some movie theaters that might get closed. But as soon as the big boom is gonna arrive of AI movies, and there's gonna be like more or less studios that's gonna be known for making good AI movies, movie theaters are gonna be back. People are gonna go to the movie theaters to watch the movie. Because yeah, you could watch it at home. You can watch the AI movie at home. Yeah, that's cool. But at the same time, I mean, like, you do want to take some air, eat a little bit of popcorn, get a soda, and yada yada yada. If the AI movie is really good, We're gonna put it to the big screen. But the thing is, there's not gonna be actors that's gonna be paid. And you can lie as much as you want, but at the end of the day, if you lie, if you say a whole bunch of bullshit, we know it comes from one person, or a couple of people that work in the office. It doesn't take that many people to do an AI movie. It takes not a lot, depending on as the technology that we're using and the process that's gonna pretty soon one person's gonna be able to make an entire movie by himself. Right now you need a couple of people. Like, let's say you want that perfect seamless transition towards AI. You're gonna use actors. You're gonna use actors for facial recognition and mouth movement and stuff like that. So nowadays, if you want to make an AI movie or a movie completely made out of AI, you're gonna need 2 or 3 actors, right? But at the end of the day, it's still a lot less than 150 people. Because on a movie set, there's a ton of people working, and it's easy. It's easy for them to bounce the responsibility of what's going on to somebody else, because there's so many people working in the studio. It's an entire studio. There's 150 people, so everybody can just say, it's not me, it's them. It's not me, it's them. It's not me, it's them. Every person that you're gonna go see is gonna tell you, it's not me, it's him. It's not me, it's him. So that's gonna stop because of AI, right? And nobody's gonna stop AI movies. It's gonna happen, So, and that's a good thing, because Hollywood is one of their strongest weapons. So Hollywood is one of the strongest weapon. It's media, Hollywood music, movies, and things of that, TV shows, things of that matter. Art is what they use to either attack or attack, because there are media forms, like, let's say, comic books. Comic books are being attacked, I feel like, with the DEI movement, with this whole gay, LGBTQ nonsense. Comic books have been attacked. Now when you read a comic book, it's full of LGBTQ bullshit that nobody wants to read, and so comic books are dying because of it. Same thing with video games. Nobody wants to play a video game with DEI projects that are involved. Nobody's interested. They released a game not too long ago that was full blown DEI, and it flopped. Nobody wanted to play it. Nobody cared. No one wants to hear that shit. So the time of the Illuminati is coming at the end, and and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate for a couple of people. Give me a second here. Sorry about that. So yeah, it's unfortunate for the people that joined the Illuminati. Me personally, I don't really care. Good for you. Good riddance, and it's good. It's good that it happened to you, because you have to be a very evil person to join a cult like that. I don't believe in the whole nonsense. And don't trust people that tell you that they joined because of money. That's bullshit. It's not true. Nobody joined the Illuminati for money. Like, people that join the Illuminati is because they're fucking pure fucking evil. Pure evil. So, because there's the only way you would join a group like that is if you were pure evil in the first place. Because that's not, it's not a place. If you're not evil, you're not gonna end up in the Illuminati, bro. Like, it's not a place for, like, regular people. It's not a place for people like you and me. It's a place for evil intended people, So I don't feel bad for people. It's like, I don't. That's why I don't feel bad for Cassie and shit like that. Like, like, you knew what you were getting into. I don't believe a word she fucking says. I don't believe a word she fucking says, because you knew what you was getting into. You accepted it. You was consentant. Basically you wanted it. Like you basically wanted it. Like so because at the end of the day, one of these days, guys, the thing is, we're gonna have to stop treating these people with kids' gloves. Like you know what you did, and you know what you did. I don't believe that Cassie is at all frustrated at. She said it herself. Like she doesn't hate Puff. She still loves him. That's her bugaboo. That's her jigaboo. That's her everything. That's her whole life. You know. And she's sitting there on trial. The reason why she's sitting there on trial against him is because of some Illuminati shit. It's some Illuminati bullshit. Puff Daddy's getting set up. You know, he's getting set up. Maybe he's a bad guy. True. Okay, maybe he did a couple of the things that they said that he did. Fine. Absolutely. I 100% agree. But one of the things I do know is if these guys didn't want... Because regular people don't give a fuck about what's going on over there. So the only way for the news to come out is if they announced it themselves, which they did. Which they have. You know, they put their little pawns out to act like they're true whistleblowers and blah, blah, blah. Cat Williams lies all the time. Cat Williams is a fucking liar, man. And he's funny and he's talented, but he's a fucking liar. Like, he lies all the time. Like, so... You know, in public, on public television, and the inconsistencies are all there. Like, so, you know, like, and not that I'm saying like, oh, when he came out and said that the truth is gonna come out, blah blah blah, that was a lie. No, I'm saying like there's things that he says that are straight up lies. Like, you know, and it's for no reason, because there's no reason to lie like that for, man. So you're getting fooled. It's all a narrative. They're actors. They're paid to do this. This is what they do. Like, it's all a narrative, and the Illuminati has been trying to sell a narrative to people for a long time, and it has succeeded, more or less. Well, not really. It didn't succeed, but there's more, because at the end of the day, let's say you're not somebody that seeks out the truth or that wants to learn, then everything that's in your head comes from the Illuminati. Because at the end of the day, even the school system is managed in some way, shape, or form by the social elite. And if you, a couple of years ago, I would have said that, you would have said I was a crazy conspiracy theorist. But look at the schools that we have today. The schools that we have today are full of DEI bullshit. Where, you know, we want the little kids to dress up. They're making little boys dress up as little girls, and little girls dress up as... That's pure Illuminati evil nonsense. And now it's in schools. So they control the school system too. And they've always controlled the school system. And it's not only that. Let's say, okay, that's a conspiracy theory, but at the end of the day, the government, society is going in a specific direction, right? And we can say that the government, the people that are in charge of us, are the one directing that path that we're heading towards, you know? And at the end of the day, Joe Biden... What is he? Fucking crooked, right? George Bush, fucking crooked, right? Bill Clinton, crooked. Hillary Clinton, crooked. All of the politicians, half of the time, more than half of the time, are fucking crooked. Justin Trudeau, fucking crooked, right? So is it that hard to believe that there is a, not necessarily the prime minister or the president himself that does these things, but is it safe to say that there's a group of individuals that work out specific things that need to be let out into the public ear for public consumption? Let's say, is it crazy to say that there are specific individuals or specific institution or group of people that manages the news that come out. Yes or no? Is that crazy to say? I don't think it is. Because if you have a crooked president, shit rolls downhill. You're gonna have a crooked vice president and a bunch of crooked senators and a bunch of crooked deputies and a bunch of crooked congressmen and a bunch of so come on, man. Come on, man. So with or without the Illuminati, we all agree that shit is corrupted. And at the end of the day, shit rolls downhill. If your king is crooked, everybody else is gonna be crooked. End of story. There's no if and buts about it. There's no if and buts about it, and that doesn't exclude schools. It doesn't exclude schools at all. So most of the stuff that we have in our head is Illuminati bullshit. At the end of the day. It's Illuminati bullshit. And the only way to not have these, even the emotions that we feel, it's Illuminati bullshit. Like everybody listens to the whispers. They listen to the current. They listen to the current, but the current is Illuminati. The current is not humanity. Right? So if you're listening to the current, you're going with the flow. You're going with the Illuminati. That's where you're going. So, but like I said, the time for the Illuminati has passed. It's dying now. It's a dying thing because they're gonna lose Hollywood. They already lost the music. The music is not there anymore. Nobody cares. Give me a second. All right, sorry about that. Okay, so like I said, man. Like I said, these people are very evil. So there's no reason to feel bad. They're very evil. They have very malicious intent. Not necessarily talking about the actors per se, but a lot of actors are very bad people. A lot of producers are very bad people. A lot of directors are very bad people. A lot of script writers are very bad people. There's a lot of bad people everywhere, right? And like I said, I don't really believe this Cassie and Puff Daddy thing. I think it's another media narrative ploy that they're trying to enact here. I think Puffy is being set up, by the Illuminati, by his own people. I don't think, and he knows it. I'm pretty sure he knows it. The thing is, can he prove it? Although, unfortunately, judging by the way things are going in the court cases, it seems to be going his way. It's a lot of he say, she say type of stuff. I mean, like, because at the end of the day, okay, I understand the guy committed some form of assault and battery, but the way that they're depicting this assault and battery is kind of like he's like the Kool-Aid man, right? He comes out of nowhere and just starts beating on people for no reason. So he's like Kool-Aid man. It's like, bust through the door. Oh yeah, and that's Puffy. Like that's what he makes him sound. Now the thing is, there's always two sides to the story. You can't just be a Kool-Aid man. Like you can't, like nobody's just a Kool-Aid man. There's a reason why the dude busted through the door. I'm not saying it's a good reason. I'm not saying that whatever reason he had was a good reason. All I'm saying is there has to be a reason. And once we hear that, people will be able to make their own assessment on who Puff Daddy really is, Because it seems to me it's a lot of, okay, maybe Puffy's a bit rough around the edges, but Cassie seemed to also be a little bit rough on the edges, if you know what I'm saying. Because, you can't just stay in an environment like that and say you enjoyed it. Like, you actually said you enjoyed the environment. Like, you enjoyed the environment. You enjoyed what was happening. So, this is very weird. They're like everybody that's testifying against Puffy saying how much they love him. How can you love someone that was torturing you that much? I mean, that doesn't make any sense. Like that doesn't make any fucking sense. It's either you were okay with it or you wasn't. You can't be like, oh, I love him, but he tortured. Nah, man. Like, nah, bro. Like, and the massive amount of torture that allegedly she went through to be like, I love him at the end, yeah, it's suspect, bro. Like, that's suspect. That's suspicious as fuck. You know, and it's just, there's a lot of actors in the media right now. There's a lot of actors. They're doing podcasts. They're doing interviews. You got like bodyguards doing interviews. A lot of bodyguards doing interviews. A lot of and it doesn't sound sincere. It sounds very sincere. It sounds like it's a rhetoric. It sounds like they're trying to defame his character. It sounds like a character defamation. They're freaky as fuck. They do freaky shit. They get freaky. And they're using that against him. That's what it looks like. And it might not be the case. It might not be the case. But whatever it is, I trust you. Trust me that it's a narrative. And the only reason why this narrative is out is because of some sort of bullshit ass plan, half baked, garbage, goggly goop nonsense, right? Like it usually always is when it comes to the Illuminati. Everybody pays these guys so much respect, but they're stupid as fuck. I mean, like, I don't even understand why they get that much. They get that much respect because people are ignorant of what the Illuminati actually truly is. And once you figure out what it really is, you're gonna see that that shit's not for you. And if it's for you, that's because you're a fucking loser. End of story. If that's the type of shit that you want to be in, it's because you're a fucking loser, right? Because only a loser would look at the Illuminati and be like, oh yeah, this is great. Because it's not. There's nothing great about it. And it's going out. They're gonna lose money. They've been losing money since 2015. They're gonna lose even more money. There's CEOs stepping down. There's business presidents, CEOs, fucking the music industry is not lucrative right now. The movie industry is not lucrative right now. They're pulling out and they're using excessive amount of money to pay for things just to look like they're on top, which they aren't. I severely, like, I don't know how movies are making hundreds of millions of dollars right now. It's impossible. It doesn't add up. People don't go to the movies anymore, man. COVID virus fucking killed that shit. People are still not going to work, right? Like, everybody's working from inside their house. People are not going to work. People are using internet businesses nowadays. Everybody's on the internet business nowadays. Nobody's going to work. Nobody's going anywhere. And not only that, people are fucking crazy nowadays. So people don't go outside, period. So movies are not making hundreds and hundreds of $1,000,000 so they can pay an actor 100. Like, I heard they were gonna pay Robert Downey Jr. 140 million to play Doctor Doom. Whatever. I don't know where they found that money. I doubt that it's true. I doubt it's true. So there's a lot of narrative being sold, and it's everywhere. Even in the boxing industry, even in the UFC, it's everywhere. Wrestling, like, it's everywhere. All right, it's everywhere. The only thing you can do as a human being is to stay away from all of these outlets. Is to stay away from all of these outputs, chooms. You know what I mean? This is cyberpunk era. It's gonna happen, and it's the teenagers that's gonna bring the cyberpunk era, because the Illuminati is a bunch of old people that don't know shit and do stupid things all day long, and they're pigs. Basically, they're just fucking pigs. And so the kids aren't pigs. Like they don't even fuck. Like they don't even like they don't even fuck that much, bro. Like they just work. They make up really amazing shit, creative shit. Like like they code, they make games. Like they're busy. They're at work. They're working, and they got money. So even crime has taken a hit. Even crime took a hit, bro. Crime, not because of some vigilante that dressed up like a bat and started beating up people. No, because the people are disinterested. These kids are not interested in selling other kids. These kids are not interested in raping women. They're interested in knowledge. They're interested in technique, discipline. They're interested in what works, and how does it work, which is a good thing, right? But even that has its like downside to it, like porn. There's gonna be a tremendous amount of fucking porn once this shit works out, and it's gonna happen soon. Very soon, in a couple of months or a couple of days, couple of weeks. We're not talking about 20 years now. We're talking about a couple of days. All right. So, the cyberpunk era is coming fast, and a lot of us are not gonna make it. Shit, even I might not fucking make it because I'm not. My techno babble is not that good, dare I say. It's not. My techno babble is not that good. I'm very creative. I can use a computer, which might save me, but still I'm gonna have to rely on some technological know-how and actual talent, because I'm not that great at tech stuff, so I'm gonna have to rely on my persona to sell what I have, to do what I have to do. I'm gonna have to mix both if I want to stay afloat. But this is a good thing for me. As long as the Illuminati dies, I don't fucking care. You know what I mean? As long as they burn in hell, I don't care, bro. Do what you gotta do. And like I said, like they're so disinterested and they're so interested in what they're doing that nobody's going out to do crimes. Like, and if they do crime, it's gonna be on a computer. So now people have to some criminal organization, they have to switch to tech crimes because they can't find people to go rob people. They can't find people to go do things. Like, nobody's doing that shit no more, you know what I mean? So even crime has gone down, so it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better, and it's gonna get better, and then it's gonna get worse, and then it's gonna get better again. It's gonna be a transitional period, you know what I mean? In order to build, you must first destroy. But the thing that I love the most about these kids right here is that they're not attacking anybody. Like, they're just minding their own business, and shit is just fucking withering away. I fucking love it. You know what I mean? Like, I fucking love it, man. Like, the motherfuckers are just withering away. These kids destroyed music, which is a good thing. They destroyed the movie market, which is a good thing. I don't know what else they're gonna destroy. They're probably, I hope they don't destroy fast food, because I love fast food, man. But maybe that's gonna have to be destroyed too. I don't know. I mean, shit. I really love McDonald's though, but I don't know, man. Because even I feel like I want to eat healthy. I want to eat healthy, man. I don't really want to eat unhealthy food and shit, but I do like me some McDonald's from time to time, So I don't know, but there's a lot of things that's gonna go down. There's a lot of industries that's gonna suffer that used to profit off of people and consumerism and profit off of people's influencing people into thinking specific things. That shit is gonna stop. There's gonna be a lot less subliminal attacks that is guided towards the people and specific individuals. That shit is gonna disappear. And I hate to say it, like, this Puff Daddy thing is gonna be the downfall of a lot of people. Now, unfortunately, these people are so stupid. They did such a horrible job at sacrificing Puff Daddy that unfortunately I don't think he'll need to snitch. But me personally, I would have loved for him to snitch. If he would snitch, that would be great. That would be fucking great. Because we need some names. We need some names. We need to know who's trying to bring you down, bro. We need to know who's trying to bring you down, bro. We need to know that shit. We need to know that shit. We want some names. You know who's trying to bring you down, bro. I know he knows. I know he knows. Just like Kanye West knew who he was trying to bring down. Like, and Kanye West, that's another thing. I love the song. I love the song. The new song from I love it. I love it. I fucking love it. hell, hit. Like, anyway, I love the song, man. And but the thing is, I don't know why he's doing that. Because the thing is, okay, it's a funny joke. Everybody's laughing. The thing about the pooper scoop and the shit. It's that shit was pretty funny. I ain't gonna lie. That was pretty funny, bro. But there's facts. Like, y'all saying that like it's not facts. Like, it's facts. Can we get an album without the pooper scoop? Is it possible? Because I don't think it is. As much as I love Kanye West, as much as I like him as a music producer, I think he's one of the greatest music producers of all time. But shit, or all them fine ass girls that be sitting up there in the Hollywood, fucking Scarlett Johansson, Anna Hathaway, and fucking you name it. There's a bunch of them. They all look pretty good. I would like to believe that that's not the case, but there's a little voice inside of me. There's cause I don't believe in Christianity, but I used to believe in Christianity, and there's a Christian voice in my head that's kind of like, all these motherfuckers be eating poop, nigga, and I don't want to believe it. Even if I know it's true, I don't want to believe it. Like, I don't want to believe that that's the case. I don't want to believe that that's the case. Even if it might be true, I still don't want to believe that case, because some of these people have talent, and it would be, I think it's criminal to take somebody that has that much talent and make him eat poop. That's a crime. That's a crime right there. There should be a law against that. There should be a law against it. There should be a law, bro. If you got credentials and you have a portfolio, nobody should be able to make you do anything. Nobody. Because you put in the work. You put in the work. You don't have credentials like that. Just, this is decades, years. Like, okay, maybe you didn't live life like everybody else, but your experiences is your experiences, my experience is mine, right? If I was a fucking lawyer, I would have lawyer experiences. Like, if I was an actor, I have actor experience. So, I don't believe in the whole notion. I don't believe in the whole notion of, you know, you're there, but if you want to get there, you're gonna have to do this. No, man, it's you get there by your own merit, man. You get there by doing the work. Cause at the end of the day, it's not the poop. It's not the poop that you're eating that's gonna make or break you. Cause at the end of the day, yeah, they got a recipe, and the recipe is they do a bunch of PR work so that a lot of people know who you are. They put you in a good light in the media and shit, and they could put you in the bad light in the media and shit. But guess what? At the end of the day, when you're talented and you do the work, it don't matter what fucking people say. It doesn't fucking, well, in some cases it doesn't matter what people say. Like, you can't tell me like, oh, Leonardo DiCaprio would have never made it in Hollywood, right? He's one of the best actors ever. He's one of the best actors ever. You gonna tell me this guy wouldn't have? Come on, man. Like, that's bullshit. You're lying. So you get there, you get to where you need to go by your own merit, man. Like, you're not supposed to have to do weird, disgusting shit, you know, that's degrading towards yourself, you know, just so he can feel that he has power over you. Because at the end of the day, the reason why they're doing that is because they ain't got no talent. It's because they're jealous. It's out of jealousy, bro. If somebody makes you do something, like, if somebody makes you sacrifice your family and shit, or fucking, you know, eat fucked up food and shit, and fucked up shit that, you know, whatever, or touches you in inappropriate ways in order to get a role in the movie, that's garbage. And that's out of jealousy, because that guy will never be able to do what you can do. So therefore, since he want to feel like he's still better than you, he's gonna make you do something degrading so that he doesn't feel like shit when he sees you on the big screen doing something that he can't, even if his life depended on it. So I don't know, man. Like I said, it was pretty funny when it said it, but that's basically what I mean. Like, can we get is it possible to get the album without the Pooper School? Because I don't know anymore, man. I'm at this point where I'm asking, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. And like I said, music is dying because it's so accessible to everybody. So things are going to have to change. Things are going to have to change. People are going to have to think outside the box. Like, being a musician in a corporate setting is going to be very hard and inexistent. It's going to be in existence. You're going to have to do something else now. You're going to have to become a total package in the future. If you want, in the coming future, if you want that kind of glamour, you're going to have to be a total package. That means you're going to have to know how to communicate. You're going to have to know how to talk. You're going to have to know how to animate. You're going to have to know how to entertain. You're going to have to do all three of these things. You won't be able to just rely on making music anymore if you're on that scale. But of course, there's people that are still making a little bit of money making music, you know, but that's hard. You know, it's hard, but it's doable. All you need is to have an entourage, right? You have to build yourself up. You have to build your portfolio. So it's a little bit more difficult, but it's still doable. You're gonna have to attract fans. You're gonna have to do things to attract people to listen to you, right? So you're gonna have to be a little bit more entertaining, right? You won't be able to just rely on just making albums. That shit won't work no more, man. And you know, it's they're kind of doing it right now, but not really. Like, they're just selling narratives, like this whole gangster narrative. They're trying to sell the gangster narrative right now, and it's not working. Nobody's interested. That shit's garbage. It's garbage. No one cares. It's trash. It's stupid. No one cares. No one cares, bro. And they're trying to sell that shit. They're using a bunch of gay guys They're using a bunch of gay guys to act like they're fucking tough guys and shit and nonsense. And, you know, they're backstage kissing on each other. And one dude is taking pictures of the dudes kissing each other and shit. And then they post it on Instagram and, you know, whatever. The other guy sucking dick on OnlyFans. And then they go on the podcast talking about this and that and this and that and gangster this and gangster that and just sucking dick and doing gay shit. Like, shut up, man. No one fucking cares, bro. That shit's over, man. I mean, but people, like, you know, violence, sex in movies sells movies, you know? So they're offering people what they think people are still interested in. They're trying to maintain, they're trying to stay afloat. So all I'm saying is don't be fooled, man. Stop going towards the Illuminati. That shit's gonna be over. The ship has sailed, man. That shit is done. They're super pissed off because they know they failed miserably, and you know they don't want to blame themselves for their miserable behavior, so they try to blame other people for their lack of efficiency and how do you say not enthusiasm, but their lack of, you know, doing things in proactivity. There you go, that's the words I was looking for. Their lack of proactivity and their lack of sense is the reason for their downfall. They should have seen this coming. It's like even the presidency. I mean, like if you look at like these guys were acting like they were acting feral. I mean, like they were talking about cutting heads off and shooting the president in the face. And they did try to shoot him in the face, cutting his head off, all kinds of shit. But at the end of the day, your candidate was Joe fucking Biden. The guy can't walk. How did you not know? Like, okay, maybe you didn't know Donald Trump was gonna run for president. Maybe. Fine. But you still knew that there was gonna be an election. There's an election every 4 years. So you last minute going to go get Joe Biden to fight Donald Trump, that's your fault. Your lack, that's a lack of planning. What were you gonna do? Like, who was gonna be president? Like, because Joe Biden feels like it was a last minute resort. Like, you know, because it was Hillary. You know, that didn't work. We dodged a bullet with that. Nobody wanted to hear none of that shit with the Hillary Clinton shit, because we all know the Clintons are fucking crooked. You know, so that didn't fly. You know, so now you're pissed off. You're saying this. You're frothing at the mouth, but you had 4 years to get ready for the election, and I'm saying 4 years, assuming that you did not plan any of this before the 4 years. So I'm giving you a chance here by saying 4 years. And even then, it still doesn't make sense that you'd be frothing at the mouth where you're the one that obviously failed at what you were trying to do by yourself. You weren't ready. You didn't stand ready. So this is your fault. So now he's back. People are not, I don't know what people's problem is. I think he's doing a good job, to be quite honest. The country's stable, everything is doing fine, everything is perfect. So I don't even know what the fuck people's problem was. They were talking, these Illuminati fucking people was fucking, pardon my language, these people were talking about collusion in Russia, Putin and Donald Trump, blah, blah, blah. Oh, if Donald Trump becomes president, he's blah, 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 blah. A bunch of nonsense. People were saying a bunch of nonsense. Look at him now. He's doing very fine. He's the best president we all ever had. He's the best president we ever had. Donald Trump is the best president we ever had. He's the best president that ever existed. The best. End of story. He's the best. He was good the last term, and he's still good this term. He's the best. Y'all remember when he was talking about the cure for COVID? Fucking citronelle. Fucking citrus. Right? Some citrus, man. Some lemons. Just drink lemon. Just drink lemonade. He was talking about a hexachlorophyll, anyway, some shit like that. Pardon my language. So he's a great president, and there's no reason why. And people fell for the Illuminati narrative, and they didn't fall for it. The people that you see talking the way that they're talking that way on purpose. These people meet up at night. They meet up at night. They meet up in areas. They meet up in places, and they talk about these things. We don't. The regular civilian don't do that shit because we're not part of a group. We're not part of a cult. We're not part of a group. And as far as it goes, for some people, if they're part of a group, they're part of the church, right? They go to church, and that's where they see the most. That's the biggest group outing that they have in their entire life. And it doesn't go further than that. So while we're busy living our lives, these people that are surrounding us, that they're at our workplace, their friends, family, yada, 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 they meet up and they talk about these shits. And they go about, they're like spies, and they have missions, and they have like objectives. They have objectives. So the main objectives during the Donald Trump era was to, badmouth him everywhere, even in Canada. Everywhere, everybody had to look at Donald Trump as if he was the bad guy. That was the narrative they were trying to sell to people, and that was the narrative that and me personally, I knew that most people were Illuminati when the COVID virus hit. Because when the COVID virus hit, everybody was wearing masks. Everybody that was wearing a mask was not wearing a mask because they were afraid of the virus. They were wearing a mask because they were proclaiming their stance with the Illuminati. Everybody was with the Illuminati, and it didn't matter if they were black, it didn't matter if they were white. All you could see was a bunch of people that just put on masks for no reason, for no actual reason. So they meet up and they make these things. They make these scenarios. They sell these narratives. And they go about life, and they go talk to neighbors. They go talk to store owners. They talk to everybody, and they tell them their point of view. And they try to sell that point of view, because it's not just one person; it's multiple people. There's one person at 9 o'clock. He's gonna go over there. He's gonna talk about it. But the thing is, that person doesn't know that he's like targeted for. They're targeted. You're targeted, right? Like you have a business that a lot of people go at. You're a target, because the Illuminati is gonna go over there. Is gonna try and sell their narratives. They're gonna try to brainwash people, because nobody watches for these things. Because nobody's aware of these things. Nobody thinks that this regular old person goes to a club, a social club at 9 o'clock at night to fucking talk about what kind of brainwashing, what kind of narrative, what kind of bullshit philosophy we're gonna tell people because we want the world to burn and we want people to lose their soul. Because the soul is the mind. The soul is connected to your mind and your heart, man. If you don't know what a soul is what is in your mind and what is in your heart, man. So if you take out what if you remove you want to take somebody's soul, you don't have to do magic. All you have to do is make sure this person knows absolutely nothing, and you can take his soul. You basically took his soul because you're the one that was telling him all the bullshit. So now his soul is yours. You just took his soul. And that's what the Illuminati is trying to do. The Illuminati is trying to take everybody's soul by feeding us bullshit information, by feeding us bullshit narratives, by feeding us bullshit psychology, right? So it's a war against women. It's a war against men. It's a war against white. It's a war against black. It's a war. It's a war. It's a war. There's no wars. It's just narratives. They're just selling narratives to keep you busy, to keep you distracted, to keep you away from what's important, yourself. Right? Because while you're doing all that, while you're thinking about all these things, you're not thinking about yourself. You're thinking about fitting in. You're thinking about looking cool. You're thinking about, succeeding, in areas that you choose to succeed in by any means necessary. But you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't go that route. You shouldn't go to the route of by any means necessary. You don't have to. All you need to do is have patience. All you need is patience. If you got talent, be patient. The time will come. You don't have to go at it by all means necessary, because when you do it all means necessary, that's how you end up with Illuminati shit. That's how you end up with pooper scoops, man. No pun intended, no offense, man, but that's how you end up there, man. It doesn't need to be by any means necessary. It doesn't need to be that, because there's a way. The thing is, people are impatient and people are scared, because impatientness is the cousin of fear. Impatientness is the cousin of fear. You're impatient because you're fearful that you're not gonna get what you're aiming for. But the thing you don't understand about life is you're always going to get what you're aiming for. It's just these people spent their whole entire lives telling you the contrary, and you believe it. So in actuality, we're not living life the way that we're supposed to live life. We're living life the way that they tell us to live life. But if we actually lived life the way that we were supposed to live life, we wouldn't worry and we wouldn't be impatient, and we would keep working. We would keep being actors. We would keep being musicians. We would keep doing whatever. We would keep doing whatever, and it would work at the end of the day at specific levels. Of course, there's some people that are better than others. There's some people that have a little bit more talent than others. There's some people that is going to do a little bit more work than others. But everybody has a space where they're comfortable, and it's up to you to find that space. It's not, wake up in the morning, sacrifice myself, and then sacrifice my family, and then end up somewhere. Fuck that. That's not how that shit works. That's not how that shit works, man. You just keep working, and shit was gonna come. You keep working, and it's gonna come, man. Of course, don't take my YouTube channel as an example, but I did give you guys an example of whatever you put your mind to, you can achieve with the video game, The First Descendant. It's a new video game, just came out. I don't know shit about it, but I told myself I was going to be one of the best in that game. And I am. Like, I literally am. I'm one of the best players in the world in that game, and that was like, I put my mind to it and I achieved it. You know, it's like I had 5 businesses. 2 years ago, I had 5 businesses. I had a clothing brand. I had the radio station. I had the selling. I was a distributor. I was like, yo, I had 5 businesses plus my YouTube channel, the website, and all kinds of shit. I had 5 businesses, man. And I told myself this before I did it too. I told myself, man, if I get an opportunity one of these days, man, I'm gonna run 5 businesses. Holy be thou known I was doing it. I wasn't even aiming to do that. It just happened. You know what I mean? But that's because I got a business track mind, right? So it just came with the territory, and I got energy, and I'm creative. So it just happened naturally. I wasn't even that serious when I said it. I mean, I was kind of serious because I know who I was. I know who I am. But that wasn't my goal. It just ended up happening anyway. It's like I got a business plan, and if I look at my business plan, because I got a 5-year plan, right? I got a 5-year plan on my business plan, and when I stopped, I looked at it the other day, and I look at where I was exactly where I said I was gonna be when I wrote it down. So don't listen to the Illuminati, man. Like, and don't listen to people that try to act all innocent and shit like that. They're evil too, bro. Like, they're fucking evil, man. Like, there's everybody that's part of the Illuminati knows exactly what the Illuminati is. They know exactly what it is, and they're very aware of what's going on. Like, they're spies. The Christian version of demons, right? Like, they're evil. They're there to do evil. Like, that's their purpose, you know. Their purpose is to ruin humanity. That's their purpose. Like, they're extremely evil, and everybody that's part of them is extremely evil too. So there's nothing to feel bad about. There's nothing to feel bad about, man. Like, it is what it is. And yes, sometimes it's our family members, man. And some of you guys that are not going through that stuff can't understand that. But for us that are living with, like, Illuminati members, it's not cool, bro. It's torture every day. It's torturous interference, torturous harassment, criminal harassment every fucking day. Every fucking day. And they do fucked up shit to you. They will do fucked up shit. They will put you in very fucked up situation. They'll rape you. They'll violate you. They're gonna try and kill you. Like, so I don't give a shit. Like, like, some people feel like I'm a bad person for, like, airing out my mom. But the thing you don't understand is, like, my mom tried to kill me, like, dozens of times, like, thousands of times, like, thousands. So I don't give a fuck about this person, bro. Like, and everybody, and ask anybody that's in the same situation, it's just as bad, bro. They sit there and they insult you, and they put you in bad situation. They make sure that you're isolated. They make sure that you can't do nothing. They send people after you. They follow you around. They slander you. They blackball you. They blackmail you. They blackball you. Hey, man. There's nothing to feel bad about, bro. Whoever gets picked up, they deserve to get picked up. And yeah, your parents might get picked up too. And you're not gonna give a fuck, because shit, you're gonna feel sad for 5 minutes, but with all the torture that they've been conducting on your ass, I severely doubt that you'll feel bad once you see your fucking parents in a goddamn fucking box getting sent to fucking jail and shit. I know I'm not gonna fucking feel bad for nothing. That's for goddamn fucking sure. So I don't even know the horrors that these people put me through. I'm not even sure how bad it is. Cause to me it's already bad, but I don't even like how bad is it, anyway. So the horrors that they put me through. I mean, like, you know, like these people are pretty disgusting. Like, they're horrible people. They're disgusting, disgusting, horrible people. There's nothing to feel bad about. And of course, yeah, I'm playing a character too. And you know, this is YouTube, so I'm being controversial on purpose. And maybe it might, you know, wake you up, and maybe I might get some fucking help dealing with these fucking peoples if I say outlandish shit too. But you know, at the same time, you gotta understand, this isn't a joke. Like, this is not a joke, and a lot of people think it's a joke. A lot of people think it's like, oh, you know, whatever. You know, it's not a joke. It's not a fucking joke at all. Like, these people enjoy torturing us. So I don't give two flying fucks what the fuck you guys are talking about with this fucking, you know, mother bullshit. Like, that's garbage. That's pure garbage, man. You're fucking wildin'. You wildin' the fuck out, bro. You're fucked up. You're fucked up in your brain. You're like, that's crazy. I'm sorry. It's just, that's insane. I've never heard shit like that before in my entire life. Like, that's insane. It's like people want me to sit here and just die. Like, they just want, like, you're saying just sit there and die. Like, basically that's what you're saying. You're saying sit there and die. That's basically what you're saying. So I don't understand you, and I don't want to talk to people like that. If you got a problem with me because of that, don't ever fucking talk to me. Don't say hi. Don't even acknowledge my existence, because I don't want to fucking acknowledge your existence. That's for fucking sure. I don't want to fucking know you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to fucking hear you. I don't want to hear a fucking word out your fucking mouth. Nothing. I don't respect you. I don't like you. Fuck you. Fuck off. Go fuck yourself. Seriously. I am not joking right now. I'm not trying to be funny. Like, you're garbage to me. Like, you're trash. Like, you're complete trash. That's insane. You're garbage. You know, and I don't know what the fuck's up with some of these fucking people, and it's mental health. It's mental health, bro. It's mental health. The person is telling you that the person is trying to kill him, and you're sitting there and you're like, so it's your mom. Like, no, bruh. Like, no. Nah, nigga. Nah, bro. That's not. Nah, bro. Like, that's not how that shit works, man. When somebody, there's boundaries. When somebody tries to kill you, the gloves are off. The gloves are off, bro. When somebody's trying to ruin your life, especially if it's your mother, especially, I could forgive a stranger for doing that shit. I'm not gonna forgive my mother, my dad, or my brother, or my sister for doing that shit. That's for fucking sure not. That's even worse. That's even worse. A stranger, I don't give a fuck. He's a stranger. He didn't know better. You know, maybe he thought I had a cool hairdo and he got all jealous and blah, blah, blah. And at the end, he'd be like, oh, you know what? Yeah, you know, it's just jealousy, whatever. Okay, ciao, bye. You know what I mean? That's forgivable. I don't know the guy. But you can't sit there acting like, you know, like your family and shit, talking about love and shit and family and stuff. And, you know, and then you turn around and you just trying to destroy my life for no reason at all. There's zero reason. There's zero reason for you to be doing that. Zero reason. Not one. No, you're not my mom, bro. And go fuck yourselves. Like, anybody, that's disgusting to say. First of all, I'm gonna stop saying that fucking word. That's disgusting. And secondly, like, for you guys out there that feel iffy about that shit, bro, get some help, man. Go get some medication, bro. Get some fucking help, man. Get some medication, bro, because you got mental health issues. You got a mental disability, bro. Like that, you got a mental disability, man. Go get some help. In the meantime, we're gonna put these people in jail once and for all, and you know, and if they don't go to jail, they're gonna die. It's one of the other. It's either they die or they go to jail. It's one or the other. So there's no mercy. There's no compassion. Fuck off. Fuck these disgusting people. I'm tired of it. It's disgusting. It's every day. I'm living through this shit every fucking day. They won't let up. I'm trying to mind my business. They don't want to let me mind my business. They're already on investigation. They keep harassing me even though they're under investigation. So nah, bro. Like, kill yourself, man. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I'm sorry, man. It's just there's some people. I'm not talking to my YouTube viewers. There's some people out here that be thinking like that. Like, it's like, yo, dude, harassment, public harassment, subliminal messaging, remote monitoring, criminal harassment, gang stalking, threats of physical violence, verbal threats, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365. Shit, fuck. Shit, fuck. And it's like, and there's some people out there that's kind of like, yo, they're talking like as if I have a family. You need help. You need drugs. You need drugs, bro. You need fucking drugs, man. You need drugs, man. You need drugs, man. Remote monitoring, constant surveillance, wiretaps, access to phone lines, access to family members, slanderism, harassment, verbal harassment, threats, physical threats, verbal threats, constant interruption, constant interference, torturous interference, criminal harassment, gang stalking. No, I'm putting that bitch in jail for the rest of her fucking life. I'm putting that fucking bitch in jail for the rest of her goddamn fucking life. For the rest of her life. For the rest of her fucking life, bro. Sorry, man. It's just. Like I said, bro, it's either y'all start dying or y'all start going to jail. It's one or the other, man. That's the only way out of this. It's either you die, it's either you kill yourself, or you go to jail. It's one or the other. That's the only way out of this. And I'm saying that shit, and that's what they're trying to do to me. That's what they want to do to me. They want me to kill myself. They want me to kill my mother wants me to kill myself. She wants me to kill myself. She's been trying to get me to kill myself since 2008. 2008. Probably before that. She's been trying to get me to kill myself this whole fucking time. Since I was a kid. Yo. I don't give a fuck what the fuck you talking about right now, bro. I don't give a shit what the fuck you talking about right now, man. Not one bit, nothing. You guys are gonna suffer. One way or another, I'm gonna make you suffer. Believe that shit. Maybe everybody else is all sweet on you and everybody else thinks you're cool and shit like that. I fucking hate you. With a passion that you wouldn't even believe. I'm gonna make you suffer. I guarantee you that I'll make you suffer. I'll guarantee you. Maybe everybody else gonna let you off the hook and shit. I'm not. I'm not letting you off the hook. When they're not gonna be looking, I'm gonna be stabbing you in your fucking guts. You're not gonna get away easy. You're not gonna get away easy. I guarantee you that. You're not getting away easy, man. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. You're not getting away easy.